Hey girl, my name is Morgan. In case you didn't know, welcome to my channel. On this channel, we're talking about all things feminine health and God. Today, we're going to be talking about premenstrual dysphoric disorder, aka PMDD. So, let's start off with what exactly PMDD is. I have a definition right here, my handy dandy notebook. Okay. Sorry. Okay. PMDD, a condition during which a woman suffers emotional and physical symptoms week before her monthly period. So, I'm going to talk about what it is and then how I discovered that I had it and some things that helped me during that time of month. As of right now, it affects 1 in 20 women. There is no known cure for it, and there is no we don't know what exactly causes it, but some research includes alcohol and substance abuse, being overweight, thyroid disorder, and a mother with a disorder or with the disorder. So like I said, there is no cure yet. We don't know what causes it yet, but those are just some things that doctors and scientists think might be causing it. Um, some known signs are mood swings, anxiety, feelings of hopelessness, brain fog, crying, suicidal thoughts. That's a really big one. Anger and irritability. Some physical symptoms are sleeping problems, appetite changes, so overeating or undereating, and cramps. Okay, so let's talk about how PMDD is different from PMS. So PMDD is basically like PMS, but on crack. Like, it's like turning into a completely different person. It usually strikes 2 weeks before your monthly period, and symptoms usually go away once you get your period. PMS, on the other hand, affects about 80% of women, and that's usually a few days leading up to your period, and the symptoms are not as severe. I discovered that I had PMDD about a year ago. It was a lot of therapists. It's not really researched often, so a lot of like medical professionals are still kind of in the dark about it, which is crazy, but a lot of medical professionals are still in the dark about it, and it often gets misdiagnosed as bipolar disorder or clinical depression. Excuse me. So I discovered that I had it about a year ago. I was noticing that, like I said, 2 weeks before my menstrual cycle, I would get my symptoms were I would get very irritable and I would get very emotional. So literally, I would cry over everything. And I'm really on these internet streets telling my business, but the hope is that more women can know about PMDD, and we can all like raise awareness so that it's not diagnosed as depression or bipolar disorder, and we can kind of like, I just want to help. That's all basically. But yeah, I would get really moody, irritable, angry at like the world, and I would get really intrusive thoughts. Those were my symptoms, or are my symptoms, because it doesn't go away. There's no cure. But I've learned how to manage it a little bit better. Some women do experience like being very tired. I know I do because I'm already tired like when I get my cycle, but adding PMDD to the mix, very tired 2 weeks before my cycle. Don't want to get out of bed. Literally have to peel myself out of bed because I have 2 babies and I have to be productive. Like I can't just let myself rot in bed. That's not a good example for them. And I also like want to build my business and my career, you know. So, but yeah, I want to tell you that if you struggle from PMDD, you are not broken. It is okay. There are women that suffer just like you. I've noticed that the happier I am, like in my life, the less the symptoms appear. So, for example, if you don't know, I was in an abusive marriage. God brought me out of that, but I was in an abusive marriage, and I find that I was a lot more miserable with my PMDD during that time than I am now. Granted, I'm going through divorce now, and that's not fun, but um getting out of that situation and like going out more and connecting with friends, going to church, and connecting with like other women has really helped me. And I find that my symptoms are less drastic when I'm actually like pushing myself to get up and be around other women. Something else that has helped me is establishing like a routine. If I don't have a routine, especially during that time, then the intrusive thoughts start to like really take over, and I feel like I just need to lay in bed all day. Like that sounds really bad, but it's the truth. Like I feel like I need to lay in bed all day. So working out has really helped. Even if it's just like taking a walk, getting outside in nature has really helped, guys. Like I love nature. I think that nature is a natural healer. Um, Connecting with my friends, and right now I don't have a man, y'all. I'm single, and that's okay. Like this is a ring that I bought myself. Isn't it cute? I love this ring, guys. But see, self love, self care, and self love. That's a really big one. Really cutting people out of your life that don't make you feel good. So, like, if you're in a toxic situation, it's only gonna make the PMDD feel a lot worse. So, I find that having people in my life that make me feel great and that pour into me and that I pour into is very helpful. Um, so yeah, I mean, like I said, don't let it like yes, it is absolute it feels like absolute hell when it's going on because sometimes you also get like really bad brain fog, but just know that like I said, you're not alone and it gets better. It gets better once you know what it is and once you get into a routine. Sorry, my cat is like running around. I'm sure you guys can see him in the mirror back there. But once you get into a healthy routine, surround yourself with people that love you and that you love, not people that make you feel like shit. um Establish a healthy workout routine. And when you start feeling like that, just really pour into yourself and read your affirmations and pray. So pray to whatever like spiritual practice you do. Pray. That is a really big one too. So I'm gonna end this video here, but I also wanted to tell you guys about a product that I released. It's called Bori Balance. It's for women that suffer with yeast infections and BV. Um, it's boric acid suppositories. They come in a capsule like this, and it has been an absolute lifesaver. Before I discovered boric acid suppositories, I struggled really bad with yeast infections and a lot of other changes because a lot of things they don't really teach us women in school. But anyway, um, This has really saved my life several times. I found myself constantly going back to the OBGYN, constantly getting prescribed antibiotics just for the situation to return 2 weeks later, 10 times worse. And that's no fun. So, right now it is on my Shopify store, and you can purchase it on there, and I'll ship it out to you. And I'll be making more videos on yeast infections, BV, safe sex, and how to prevent yeast infections and BV. And yeah, stick with me, guys. If you like this video, then like and subscribe. Remember that God loves you and you are not alone. Bye.